Alrighty, guys, welcome back. This is your host, ID Jester. We're back playing Brass Lancashire by Martin Wallace. We are going to be using the Mautoma Atoma, which you can find out. I'll show you here in just a second how you can get the Brass Lancashire Mautoma, which we're gonna be using this set of cards, and it's gonna give us what the AI does during its turn and everything. So we're gonna be using the rules, and again, you can actually find this on the internet. But there's kind of the rules that we're going with right there, and kind of difficulty and description of how to use the cards and information. It's not really too complex. It's actually kind of nice, actually. And there is a website which is Mautoma.com. Mautoma.com. And actually, they have a lot of really good Atomas for a lot of good games out there. Brass Birmingham, Brass Lancashire, the Food Chain Magistrate, the Grand Australian Hotel, Great Western Trail, Heaven and Ale, Marco Polo 2, Mambosa, Railroad Revolution, Rojas of the Ganges, the Green Zimbabwe, Tekinu, The Voyages of Marco Polo, Viticulture Scenarios, and Trismeginous. So lots of different Atomas. If you own any of these games, you might want to check them out. But that's the Atoma we're going to be using with this game. So it's going to be a print and play. Print out the rules. Some of the Atomas you can actually get nowadays. You can actually just do the AI on the computer, but this one is a little bit different. There isn't any way to do it on the computer that I can find. Now you can actually play Brass Birmingham on the computer. There's an AI Atoma at a different website, but this Atoma doesn't have. It's not that I could find anywhere on the internet. So I had to print out the cards and cut out the cards and do all the fancy dancy things that we're going to be doing to get the Atoma to play against us in solo mode. And you can actually see some Brass Birmingham videos online and using the Atoma, which is basically kind of the same Atoma. Obviously, it's a little bit changed because of the differences between Brass Lancashire and Brass Birmingham. So they're not exactly the same, but you can actually use. I mean, it's kind of the same system, and the same icons and same iconography for the cards. So I mean, once you learn one of the AIs, you can use it for print it out and use it for both different games. But like I said, Brass Birmingham, you can actually do that online. There's an AI Atoma deck that you can just click and it'll draw the random deck, so you don't need to print it all out and everything, which is super cool because this actually took me a long time to print out all the cards and then cut them all out. And then because they got the rounded corners, I got to try to cut all the rounded corners out. And they didn't turn out exactly perfect, but I mean, not bad, but still was a lot of extra work. When if I would have been programmed like Brass Birmingham on the computer, then all I had to do was click a button and I could have been done. Unfortunately, I couldn't, but I also think that Brass Lancashire is actually a better game than Brass Birmingham. And even though Brass Birmingham is the second rated board game of all time. Now, Brass Lancashire, I think, is in the top 20. I don't remember what the exact number is, but Brass Birmingham is actually ranked number 2, right behind Gloomhaven. So, again, maybe I don't know what I'm talking about, which is a possibility, but I enjoy Lancashire more than I do Birmingham. I've played both a few times now. I think Lancashire is a better game overall. Um, but, I mean, Birmingham, more people think Birmingham must be a better game because it's, like I said, ranked number 2 of all time. So maybe I'm just the oddball. Anyways, let's get into it. Again, this is going to be, kind of a learning game, trying to figure out what to do with the AI, kind of a teaching, learning experience for the both of us. So if you want to come along with the ride for us, enjoy the ride, then that's great. I'm not certainly going to say that this is going to be perfect. We might miss something, we might do something incorrectly, whatever. So look down in the comments section to see if anybody posts things that maybe we did right or wrong. So, anyways, let's try it out solo. Because I mean, if you want to play, you have the game and you're really excited about it, but you don't have anyone to play with, print out the deck of cards, and it's actually 44 cards. You don't use depending on which map you use, and some of the cards are taken out because you don't use them in the coal or in the the canal area. You don't use those cards in the canal areas because there's some that just have rail wings between them, so you don't use those cards in the first half of the game. So even though it doesn't look like that many, there's 44 or 42, whatever, different cards, and so you gotta print them all out, and they're two-sided. You're gonna have two sides to each of them, so it does take a little bit of time. So just keep that in mind. Print them out. Then you got to cut them all out. I have them printed out on cardstock paper and stuff, and then cut those out, and then put them in like your clear plastic sleeves, so it's got a two-sided card ready to go, which you guys are going to see. Hey, Dwayne, good to see you, my friend. Thanks for coming by. So let's show you what we got here. So we got 3 cameras set up. We got a camera over here on the right. Yay, how you doing over there? You're going to look this way, kind of seeing what the board is. From over here on the left, I said right, but I meant left. You all should know that by now. So kind of you can see that. Then of course we have our kind of top-down behind view. Of course, it's not top down because anytime you go top down, then you get a lot of glare and everything. So we're kind of using a kind of a 3/4 view. And then, of course, we have our camera over here on the right. And yes, this time I did mean the right. And this camera is set up so you guys can see the different boards. And hopefully, we'll be able to use those. This is my Mount Union shirt. My daughter graduated from Mount Union, Ohio. So this is my Mountain Union shirt. In fact, does it have Dad on the back? I forget. No. Ooh, University of Mount Union. Okay. So, Brass, Lancashire. All right, let's get to it. Maybe. There we go. All right, so again, we got the 3 views. From the left, looking from above, and then from the right. And probably be using those as we go, as we need them. All right, so probably going to be spending most of our time on this screen. So, So yeah, just keep that in mind. We are going to be playing the gold. We're going to be gold. We're going to be the gold team. And of course, yeah, it's going to be the purple team up there. So the AI, basically, based upon the difficulty you choose, it's going to start with a certain amount of its tokens already removed out of there. So obviously you can build some of the bigger ones right off the bat. So we're going to be using the easy level because we haven't played this yet against the AI. So we're just going to use the basic level, which again is kind of a big boost because look, all these things are automatically removed from the AI. So they start with yep. So a couple ships and an ironworks and a shipyard, and yeah, so all those get removed just by the AI difficulty, and that's on the easy level. If you use medium, then they get more removed, and if you use hard, then they remove more, so that way they can build the bigger, better buildings first. Right. All right. So, alrighty. So, just like normal, we have our AI deck, which is going to be set up differently in this than normal. We're just going to have 19 cards, and then we're going to have one card that's hidden underneath our divider, which we won't use. So we're going to take our 19 cards, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and we're going to take our 8 cards. We're going to take our 8 cards, and that's going to be our starting hand. So McClenn's Field, which is going to be purple over here somewhere. Where is purple? McLean's Field. Oh, they're right there. Then we got Elmansmere Port, which is down here. We got Birkhead. We have Bury. We got a couple coal sources. We have Wigan. And we have Stockport. So that is our 2, 4, 6, 8. That is our starting hand of cards to play. Now, just like normal, we get one action the very first turn of the game. We only get one action. So what are we going to make it do? That is a great suggestion. One of the things we are going to need to do one of the things we are going to have to do really, I'm looking at her choices here. We actually do have, we got Ellesmere Port, which is this port here, which does have a lot of links into it. And then we actually have Birkenhead, which is the shipyard over here. So we could actually build a shipyard. Yep. I think we're going to try it. We're going to go for it. Let's go for it. Why not? What do we got to lose? Let's build. So first, our one action we get. Yeah, that's fine. All right. I hate to use any level 1 anything, but we're going to go ahead and build a level 1 port. And it's going to cost us 6 money to build our level 1 port. So we'll keep our money here so you guys can see our money. The red are 5 each. The white are obviously worth 1. So we start with 30 money. So that's what we're going to do for our one action. And we're just going to discard and draw a new card. All right. Well, we've got another coal, coal, and coal. We got 3 coal cards now. That's crazy. What are you doing to me, AI? Well, that is crazy. All right. So maybe we might be going for a lot of coal. Now, AI. AI's got some special rules for the first turn of the game. On the first turn of the game, the players only take 1 action, which we just talked about. For the Automa's first action, do not draw a card as normal. Instead, look at the top left-hand corner on the reverse side of the topmost card. So we're going to look at this right here. If the top card says develop, we're simply going to remove 2 iron cubes from the market and give the Automa 3 victory points. You will draw this card and do the action on its front on the Automa's next turn. If the card says draw the first Automa card and execute the first relevant build action shown there. So, because it says develop on this card here, we're going to follow that. We're going to simply remove 2 iron cubes from the market and give the Automa 3 victory points. So, AI is cheating already, and it is winning. What you guys can't physically see, we're going to slide this maybe down here. There. So he's his purple, 3 victory points. So he's up to 3 victory points. And we remove 2 iron cubes from the market. So we're going to remove 2 iron cubes from the market. Boom. That's its turn. Again, on the first turn of the game, you only get 1 action. We get 1 action. The AI gets 1 action. Then we do our income. We are always the first player against the solo player. So it always goes us, then the AI. We don't have to worry about how much money we spend versus how much money the AI spends. So we don't ever have to worry about that. We're always the first player, which is nice. D. Scott Howard's in the house. How you doing, my good friend? Good to see you, my friend. We are learning the AI system for brass, LANCASHIRE. Hopefully we're doing everything okay. So, AI is cheating. It's got 3 victory points. Remove 2 iron. We're done with its turn. Goes back to us. We have our income phase. We're at 0. The AI's at 0. It doesn't ever get money. It's just got unlimited resources, unlimited money. It does whatever the hell it wants to do. It just does what this deck tells you how to do it for the AI. And then, of course, we got to play by the rules. So we need to build things, and we need resources. So, back to our turn now. We get 2 actions. And I think what we're going to do is we are going to do our first action. Question is, are we going to have enough? 16 money. Oh, it's going to cost 16, 17 money. And then it's going to cost us 18, 19, 20, 21. We do have enough. Okay. So our first action, we're going to spend one of these coal cards, which we don't need that many coal cards in our hand. That is for sure. We still have 2 more of them. Wow. We're going to spend a coal card, and we're going to develop. And we're going to develop these 2 ships out. So it's going to cost us 2 iron. Boom. There's 2 iron right there. It's going to cost us 4 to pay for that iron. 2, 4. Oh, maybe I miscalculated. 16, 17. Okay, maybe I didn't calculate. All right. So it's going to cost us 4 for the 2 iron. There, we can develop these 2. We're not going to be building them. They're out. AI, they get to, nope, they didn't remove those. That's interesting. Okay, good. Anyways, that's our first action. Our second action going to be... Ooh. No. Is it going to be? Damn, hang on. I'm going to have to buy a coal and an iron. Coal is going to cost me 1. Iron is going to cost me 3, which is going to cost me 4 plus 6 is 20. Yes, we can do it. Yes, we can. Okay. Whew, just barely. Just barely. All right. Blankenhead. Here we go. We're actually going to build our ship in Blankenhead, which is right here. Now, it's going to cost us a coal and an iron. We have to be able to get coal, and we have to be able to get iron. So, when we use this, you will notice it has a little symbol on it. Bling, little arrows. And you notice the coal has the little arrows. So, if I can reach... Oh, I can't do that. Damn, I need a link. And no. Ah, no. Damn, that's right. This link is not a canal link, dummy. You can't build anything during that. Grrr. Well, that was dumb. Dumb and dumber. All right. Well, isn't that great? Dang and darn it and shoot and wow, I can't believe it. All right, well, we might as well. First action will be... Poof. Let's get our $4 back because we didn't spend the iron then because we didn't spend the iron. So let's do our first action. Our first action was, yeah, okay, to develop. That's fine. We'll just leave that. And our second action... Our second action will be to network, which is going to cost us 3. And we're going to network. We're going to network up there. 2 of the worst actions you could possibly take in because I'm all messed up because of this connection. That is not a canal connection. You can't build that in the canal area, dummy. And yep, that's it. Ugh. If I had time, I would rethink my whole strategy, but I don't want you guys just sitting here watching me rethink everything. Wow. Wow. And now I drew a ship and a ship. That is crazy. A ship and a ship. I just drew 2 ships. And I got, well, okay, this is not starting off strong. Let's see what the AI is going to do for its turn. So we flip over this card, and it tells us it wants to build in Liverpool. And it wants to build a shipyard. Can it do that? Well, we look at Liverpool over here. It hadn't built anything in there. It can build something in there, which makes sense. Why wouldn't it be able to? So it's going to put this shipyard in Liverpool. Boom, right there. And then it is going to try and form a link out of Liverpool using the canal error. And it's going to build a link. Come here, you. And it's going to either build it here or here. So, what is its preference, you might ask? Well, that's a great question. I'm glad you asked. Because I'm going to tell you what his preference is. Maybe. All right. If the Mautoma is directly linked to a city that is already part of its network, can it link to somewhere where it's already part of its network? No, because the only thing that's part of its network right now is this. Link to a city with the most built industry tiles. Well, the only thing that's been built is here, so it's going to build from here down to here. because that's his second preference. So it did its 2 actions. It's done. We don't have to look at this card. Sometimes you'll go through this process and it won't do its 2 actions, so you'll use this backside. Once it does its 2 actions, though, you're done. You just finished, you're done, and you move on. And we're going to move on. All right, here we go. Lovely, lovely, lovely. I think this is lovely. I don't know if I mentioned this, but it's kind of lovely. All right, we're going to build. Nope. First thing we're going to do is we're going to spend this card and we're going to develop again. No, are we? God, if we develop, that's going to cost us. Yeah, we might as well. We're going to develop again, which means we need to spend 2 iron. So, 2, 4. It's going to cost us $4. We have 5, and we get 1 back. So we can develop, which means we can remove 2 things. We're going to remove our first level coal and our first level ironworks. Gone out of the game, because when the canal era ends and we switch over to the rail era, all your level 1 buildings on the map get destroyed. So if you can help it, don't build them. Obviously, if you might have to, but in this case, we aren't, because we're not going to. Our second action, we're going to build our coal mine. We're going to build a coal mine, and we're going to build it right here. We're going to spend this card. We're going to build it. It's going to cost us $7. 5, 6, 7. $7. Boom. We're going to build it right here. So now we can put coal on here, and it shows us put 3 little things of coal on there. So the AI might use our coal. We might use our coal. The coal is coal. So that's it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We just did our 2 actions. We're done. And we're going to draw. We got Wigan, which is here, which is nice. And Burkhead again, which is out here, which we can't use because, no, it's a dead guard. Another dead guard for us. All right, see what the AI does. Birkenhead, which is here, which it cannot build there. So what it's going to try to do is build an Ellesmere port, which it can't because we built there. Ha ha ha. So next thing he wants to do is get a link from there, which it actually can do that. So I think what it would do is it can't do the Birkenhead, which is the ship, because we are not in the rail era. So there's no way to connect those two. So it would try to build a port, but it can't build a port here. So it's going to try and link from here somewhere, which it can do. So I think it's going to link from there out here to Northwich. All right. Then we finish the top card, so then we look at the bottom. We look at the bottom. These are the top, and this is the bottom. So when you take it and you flip it over, this is the top, and then this is the bottom. So you look at the top first, and then you go to the bottom. So it's going to try and sell. Can it sell anything? It doesn't. No, it doesn't have anything to sell, so we can ignore that. Then it's going to look, and is the cost of iron 0? No, it's not. The cost of iron actually costs 3 each now. So it's not going to develop because it's not going to spend the money to do that. So the last thing it's going to do is try to network. Again, it's going to try to network. So let's look at the network rules one more time. And it would come from wherever it was linking to. But there's no more links there. The Mautoma places one or two links starting from the city shown in the banner. Hey, weather machine. Yeah, baby. Yeah, let's do it. Let's do weather machine. That'd be awesome. That would be awesome. In fact, I can bring over my Vitella Certa games and show you. Hang on. Escape plan. Anyone up for escape plan? Where am I going to put this? Damn. How about some Kanban EV? Anyone up for some Kanban? How about some Lisboa? Anyone? Lisboa? Lisboa, anyone? How about the Galleries? Anyone up for some Galleries? Huh? Anyone? Anyone? How about on Mars? Anyone? Anyone? All right, back to what I was doing now. So, what we were doing, we were trying to see the Mautoma places one or two tiles starting from the city shown on the banner, which would be, again, from R, would be actually, hang on a second. Rear side. The Mautoma places one link tile starting from whatever city is most recently took its action in. The Mautoma places, so, Okay, so, right. So it did its original, oh, hey, I knocked my camera all over the place. I hope you guys are happy. I'm up for those, except escape plan. I already have those, the Certa solo channel. Mautoma got me to be Lancashire to go with Birmingham. Get Lancashire. Yes, Lancashire is awesome. I think it's actually better than Birmingham, to be honest. I know Birmingham is a favorite for most people, but I think this is a better game, to be honest. All right, so because the top part of this card is the Ellesmere port, and it built a link out of there. It's going to try to sell what you can't do, and then it's going to try to develop what you can't do. So it's going to try to network from here somewhere else. But you can see all the links are blocked, so it will not do that. So it's only going to take one action, which means the second action is going to be a pass, which means he's going to get 5 more victory points. Yes, that cheating AI getting 5 more victory points. He is up to 8 already. Cheater, pumpkin eater. So, yeah, again, I might be right on these. I might be wrong. I guess there might be some question about that. But because he couldn't do Birkenhead, because there is no Canal arrow link there, and he can't build in Ellesmere Port because I already built there. So it's going to try to link from that to another location. So it did that. And then it tries to sell, but there's nothing for it to sell. It wouldn't develop because the cost for iron is too high, which means it's going to try to network from this location somewhere else, but it can't because it can't go anywhere, which means I think it's going to pass. Its final option is to pass and get 5 victory points. So, boo, it got 5 victory points. But now, we're done with it. We can do our turn now. All right. I am all about... that's just a coal location. I would like to actually build some cool things. Here. All right. I think what we're going to do is we're going to play this card and network. And we're going to network right here. Are we gonna, yeah, all right. We will then, building that costs us 3. Damn it, right. So it's gonna cost us 3, which means we only have $7 left, which means our second action is gonna be to Birkenhead, and it's gonna be to get 10, 20, $30. We're gonna get some money. We're gonna get a big stack of money over there. All right, thank you guys for coming out. I appreciate it. Hopefully everyone's having a good night. So that is our 2 actions. We build a link because eventually we're going to build a cotton mill here. And so we needed a link. And then we needed money. So, boo. 1, 2. And we are done. Let's see what the AI does. Bury Bolton. Where are you, Bury Bolton? Bury and Bolton. So it's going to try and link. It would build a link. And it's going to try to build. It's going to try to build in Bury or Bolton. Hey, Robert, how you doing? Good to see you, my friend. Problem is, what is he going to build? He's going to try and build a cotton mill. Problem with that is, So let's look at the rule. Let's look at the rule, shall we, my friends? Let's look at the rule. Let's see what the AI has to say about all this. This is a front side build. All right. An action shot with an icon with a particular industry and a city name in the banner means that the Mautoma builds that industry there. If the banner has more than one city, the Atoma chooses the first city where it's legally can build. An iron cube with a price means the Atoma builds only if that iron price is that price or higher. A link in parentheses means the Atoma can place a link tile before building in order to reach a coal source. Well, fortunately for him, he does not need to build that. So his first action, he is going to build in Bury. Boom, right there. He's going to build a cotton mill there, and he would build a link there if he needed to get a link so that he needed to get some coal. He could do that, but he doesn't need to because that doesn't cost anything. Next thing he's going to try to do is build a link from there somewhere else. So his two choices are to build here or here. So it's going to be one of those two locations. So I think he chooses wherever the most here, let me show you guys. I showed you guys well, I showed it at the beginning of the stream, but I will show it again. You guys can find this online. It is a little bit of work, but you can do it if you have the energy. Let me switch you over to the other camera there. So if you go to Mautoma, Mautoma.com, they actually have a lot of really good AIs. They have Brass Birmingham, Lancashire, Grand Austria Hotel, which I've actually printed out that one as well. They got the Great Western Trail, Marco Polo 2, Mombasa, Railroad Revolution, Tekinu, the Voyages of Marco Polo, and some viticulture scenarios. So lots of really good AIs. You just obviously click on it, and then it's going to take you to that one, and then you can download. In this case, you're going to download the 6 parts for the cards. There is a rule book, and there's also like a frequently asked questions and examples, so you guys can learn how to use the cards. It gives you a really good examples, like this is the setup on the board, and this is what the AI would do, and this is the reason why the AI would do it that way. And it goes through like 5 or 6 examples to kind of show you how the AI works, which is awesome. And it also has the frequently asked questions as well. You know, what should I do? How do I build my deck? What is it? What happens if this happens? What does this mean? You know, questions like that. So you can download those and everything, and the cards from Mautoma there on the website. So yeah, and then it's just a little print and play. Print them out. I printed mine out on like cardstock, you know, and then you know, just cut them out. And now I got them forever and ever. I'm in. All right. So now I just have to figure out linking. So link to a city that's already part of his network. You can't do that. Link to a city with the most free spaces. So yeah. So this one has got 4. This one's only got 3. So he's going to try and link over here. Boom. Its turn is done because he took his 2 actions. Now it's our turn. Alrighty. We have money now. We have money. We have money. It's time to build. It's time to build. It's time to build. It's time to build. Where is Stockport? Here's Stockport. Okay. Well, isn't that interesting? We could build here and we could build here. So let's do it. Let's build. Nope. First thing we're going to do. We're gonna play this card, and we're gonna develop. Oh no, we're not gonna develop again, are we? Golly, it's gonna cost us way too much to develop. We need some iron. Well, that's what we need. We need some iron. We need to build an iron. Where can we build iron? Good Lord, we need to build some iron. Can't build it there. Can't build it there. Liverpool, where are you? You're I already built over there. No, he built there. I could build there. Actually, that's an interesting thought. Ooh, it's going to cost us a lot of money. It's going to cost us a lot of money, but I think I like that idea. We're going to build. We're going to build in Liverpool. Yes? Are we? Yes, we are. We're going to build in Liverpool. We're going to build our level 1 ship. Right there. Boom. It's going to cost us a coal, which we can get right here. We're going to get the coal from there. And it costs us an iron. We're going to have to get the iron from up here. It's going to cost us 3 and 16. It's going to cost us 19. 5, 10, 15. We'll spend 20. Get 1 back. And it's going to cost us another iron. Oof. But this automatically flips. And it's going to earn us. It's going to earn us 2 up on our finances. So yay, we're at 1 victory, or we're at 1 industry now. Oops, I'm gonna bring you back over here. We're at 1 industry now. Yay. Hey, no problem. No problem at all, my friend. Good to see you. Thank you. Thank you. All right, so that is our first action. We built our ship in Liverpool, and it just costs us some cool stuff. Now, if we could build iron, we desperately need iron. We don't have any Manchester. So you know what we're going to do? We're going to build. We're going to build our level 1 right here. It's going to cost us 12. 10. It's going to cost us 12 bucks. No iron. It's only a level 1, which means it's going to go away at the end of the turn, but we got it connected. We can get it pretty soon. So that's our 2 actions. Boom, we're done. We draw 2 cards. We got Rochelle and Manchester. Finally got Manchester. There we go. Now we can build some iron there. All right. Let's see what the AI does. AI. Wigan. It's going to build, yep, right there. It's going to build a coal mine. So it's going to build this level 1 coal mine in Wigan. And then he's going to try and link. And he's going to try and link to his network. So he's going to link right there. Boom, just like that. And that's his 2 actions. See how quick and easy it is? Wow, that's pretty good. Thank you. I appreciate you guys coming by. Don't forget, if you enjoyed this, leave us a thumbs up. That'd be awesome. Thank you guys. Appreciate it. All right, so we get money this turn. Yeah, actually, we get money at the end after the AI goes. We get $1. Boom, because that's our industry is up. We're up to a whole $1 now. But we're going to sell here shortly, I think. Not yet, but soon. Not yet, but soon. I am going to. Oh, and the AI would actually get some coal on that when he builds it. Okay. All right, we're gonna spend a card and we're gonna network. We're gonna build right there, and that's gonna cost us 3. And then, darn it, again we're out of money. How are we out of money? What did we buy that cost us so much money? That's crazy. All right, we're gonna have to spend another action getting money. 10, 20, 25. We're gonna get our 30 bucks back. That's our second action. That's crazy. Boom, we got 2 cards left. And that's it. And then this is all we get for the rest of the yeah. So Stockport. Where is Stockport? Stockport. It's here. He is going to try and build there if he can. Yes, he can build there. Now the question is, would he build so he can connect it out? He does not need any iron. He doesn't need any iron or ore. So the question is, would he try to connect it to his other network or try to connect it out? He doesn't need, he would only do this if he needs to, I think, is the parentheses. If it's in the parentheses, he only does that if he needs to. He doesn't need to because this building doesn't cost. If it's a level 2 building, it does cost it. So he would definitely need to put that there because then he can link out and be able to get the coal that way. Or actually, he could put it here and get the coal for me too. Actually, you put it here and get the coal. No, he'd have to get the coal for me because I'm closer. Anyways, it's not going to do that because that's only if he needs to. So the next thing he's going to do is try to build a port in Lancaster. Really? Son of a bitch. He's going to do that. He's going to build his level 2 up here in Lancaster. Okay, well, there you go. So he's building that, and he's building that. All right, our turn. Now we don't draw any more cards, so we only have these cards left. We are going to... You ready for this? You ready for this? Manchester. Yes, sirree. Manchester. We are going to build... We're going to build this. It's going to cost us $7. 5, 6, 7. And it's going to cost us a coal. We're going to get the coal from us right there. Boom. Now we're going to put 4 on there. But these 4 are going to immediately go over here. And we're going to get 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. We're going to get $8 back. Not only that, but it flips immediately. And we're going to gain 3. 1, 2, 3. Yes. And that is 1 action. Yes. Okay, our next card it's going to cost us 3. We're in a network. Oops. We're in a network right there. We're in a network right there because I think we're going to build here. Because we have that card. All right, so that is our 2 actions. We do not draw cards. We do not draw cards because we are officially out of cards. We have 1 card underneath there. So we just have 6 cards left before the end of the Canal era. Okay. Mautoma, what are you going to do? All right, Preston, he's going to look at Preston. Where's Preston? Here's Preston. He's going to try to build an ironworks. Does ironworks cost 3 or more? No, iron does not cost 3 or more, so he ignores all that. Next thing he's going to do is go to Preston. He's going to try and build this thing, whatever this thing is called. Can he do that? Yes, he can. And once again, he would use this option if he needs to, but he doesn't need anything to build it. No ore, no coal. So then he's going to try and link from Preston somewhere. And his first preference is to link up with his existing network. Well, this way would link up to his existing network, and this one would also be. So what is his preference after that? That is a great question. The most built, well, that's tied off there as well. Most free spaces, there's 1 there, there's 1 there. It says it would try to link to the city which causes coal to be taken from one of the Mautoma's mines. So I think it would try to link here because he's got coal there. And then he can use it later on. So if the choice is between here and here, I think it would build there because of the coal. That is my guess. And it's 2 actions. Building this, and then it's doing this. Now, unfortunately for it, it has not sold anything yet. And it's going to be in trouble if it doesn't sell, and damn quick. Because we're almost done with the error. Now, at the end of the turn, we gain $3. Because that's what we're at. We're at $3. That's what our industry is at. We're at the 3 mark. Oh, you know what I forgot to do? When we took the loan, I forgot to move us back 3. 1, 2, 3. So we should actually be back at 0. And we're going to give it back. It's $3 that we wouldn't have earned because when you take a loan, you go back 3. I forgot about that. My bad. Nobody yell at me. I made a mistake. Don't shoot the messenger. All right, our first action. Our first action is going to be to develop. We're going to develop, and it's going to cost us 2 ore, which is going to cost us $3. A 1 and a 2. So it's going to cost us $3 to develop. But we got rid of those because we're almost done with this error. All the level 1 buildings go away at the end of that. So now what are we going to do, you might ask? Well, we're going to build in Stockdale. We're going to build this right there. And it's going to cost us a coal. Well, look, we can link to our coal. It's almost like I planned that. I swear. Boom. Look at that. And now we're going to go up 7 on our industry. 7 on our industry. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. We're up to there. Okay. Cool. And it costs us 14. So we're going to spend 15, get 1 back. That's our first action. We're building in Stockport. Next action. Next action. Oops, wait a minute. That's 1. Oops. What was our first action? Damn, because... Did I do 2 actions? I built in Stockport. What was our first action? Why do I have 2 cards here? Did I forget to pick up a card from last time? I should have an even number of cards left. So I'm can't remember what I did, but bad me. I should try to remember that. Damn. Damn and damn. We should have 4 cards left. Okay. Let's see what the AI does. Rochdale. Where are you, Rochdale? You're here. Can you build an ironworks? Does ironworks cost 2 or more? It does cost 2 or more. So it's going to try and build an ironworks there. And he's going to give 4 on it. And 3 of them is going to go immediately back to the markets. So that was hang on a second. Wait a minute. It needs to build it can build a link if it has to, and it has to do this. It has to build a link to connect to Yorkshire. I put 2 chips off to my right. Oh, okay, so I developed. Right, okay, thank you. Okay. All right, so it has to, if it wants to build this, it has to put this out because it has to get the coal to pay for that. It costs 1 coal. So it has to connect out. And so because it's going to the coal market, it's going to get the coal from there to pay for that. So that's actually, it's 2 actions. One is to build the place, and the second thing is to build the network for it. I'm pretty sure that's its 2 actions. Let's see. Okay. The link in parentheses means the Atoma can place a link tile before building in order to reach a coal source. In this case, the Atoma's turn ends immediately as it has already performed 2 actions. Yes, I am correct. Woohoo! All right, so that's its turn. It built this and it puts this down because it needs to get the coal source so it can put this out there. So there it goes. All right, so now it is our turn. It is our turn. It is our turn. Warren. Oh, I can't build there because I already built there. So these are 2 dead cards for me. Okay. So for my first action, I'm going to sell. I'm going to sell. I'm going to sell. So I'm going to sell from Stockport through Manchester, through Waring, Runcorn, to my port right here. So I'm going to sail through that port right there, which means this will flip over. And it's going to earn me $4 or 4 industry. So we're up to 1, 2, 3, 4, up to 21 industry. And then because we used our harbor, that flips over, and that's going to give me a 3 boost to my industry. 1, 2, 3. We're up to 20. What is that? 24? Yes, 24. All right. Now, so that's this one. This guy, we're going to sell to the distant market, which is this little over here. And I'm actually going to turn the camera a little bit so you guys can see it a little bit better, because I know the distant market is here. So the first thing you do is you flip over this token and you move it, wow, a number of spaces equal to whatever token. We put it up this. So it's gonna. So the first thing we check is, can you actually sell to the market? Did you get to the X area or not? So in this case, 1, 2, 3, 4. We did not. So it means we can sell. So we flip this over, and it's going to give us 5 more money. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Nice. And we also get a bonus industry 1 there because people are happy. People are happy that we're selling them the goods. And so that is that. That's our first action. Our second action. Our second action. What are we gonna do? What are we gonna do? What are we gonna do? Our second action is going to be we're going to build. Do we have enough? 5, 10, 14, 14, 14. Yes, I think we have enough. We're going to build this cotton mill in Bury. Right there. So it's going to cost us a coal. Now, fortunately for us, we can use this link through Manchester, through Waring, Runcorn, Ellesmere Port, Liverpool, Wigan. So kind of a long way around. To get coal to pay for that from this guy right there. So that's our 2 actions. We got 2 actions left. Canal era will be done. Let's see what the AI does. It is going to Manchester is going to or 3 cost of 3 or higher. No, it is not. So ignore that. Warrington Warrington. Where the hell is Warrington? Warrington. Can it build a port? Yes, it can build a port there. It has not done that. So it's going to try to build a port there, and it will. Boom. Build a port there. Then it's going to try and link out of there with its little network. And it can't link there, and it can't link there. So the only where it can link is to there. So that's his 2 actions. It's done. E4 Airman, what is going on, my friend? Good to see you. Thank you so much for coming by, and thank you for your kind words, my friend. We got 2 cards left. We got 2 cards left. What can we do? Well, we want to try and sell before the end of the game. Oh, wait. At the end of the AI's turn, we actually get money. Oh, my God. We get a lot of money, too. Look at that. We're up to $10. Every time we should be getting $10. Right. So we're going to sell. That's our first card is going to be to sell. And again, we're going to go out and through. We can come through Manchester into here, and that would sell for him. Unfortunately, it's going to sell for him, and he's going to gain victory points. So when we do victory points, he doesn't care. He doesn't care about the money. So that's going to sell, but it is going to put us up 1, 2, 3, 4 there, which is nice. And then our last action, we're going to go back 3 on our money because we're going to take another loan out. So we're at 12. Minus 3 is 9. 1, 2, 3. So we're back to there. So we're going to take 30 more bucks. 20, 25, 30. So we're going to take 30 bucks. We want to have a lot of money going into the next. So that's what we're doing. All right, let's see what the AI does for its last turn. Bury. Nope, you can't do anything in Bury. It's already done that. What about Rochdale? Rochdale. Nope, it's already built there as well. What about Blackburn? That's there. And it wants to build. Ooh, it wants to build this in Blackburn. And it's going to need coal, which means it's going to have to network to get the coal, which is going to cost the coal there, which is going to flip this. Unfortunately for the AI, it never got a chance to sell. Its number 1 priority on the back of the cards is to sell, but it's had to build a bunch of networks, so it never had the opportunity to try and sell on the back of its card because it has to build the link, which is an action, and because it needs the coal for this building. So if without this, it would not be able to build that. So it has to build this link so we can get the coal. So that is it. We get $9 because we're at 9 up there. So we're going to get $9. What I'm going to do is make these 10. So I'm going to take 10, give it $1 back. All right. Now we're going to count links. We're going to start with the AI. We're going to count the links for the AI first. So E is all we're going to get. So all the level 1 buildings go away. Well, not until after we score, but unfortunately for it, it didn't score any of these buildings, so it's not going to get a very high score. It kind of screwed itself, to be honest, by not selling. But anyways, we'll get to that in a second. Let's look at links. So it's only got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. So it's scored 14 victory points in links. Not great. And most of those points were off of me. So 14 plus he's at 8 is what? 14 is 22. So he's up to 22 victory points from the links. Mine, on the other hand, are going to be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. I only have 11 victory points in links, so I didn't do that good either, actually. So that's all the links. Now, buildings that got switched over, or that got flipped over. Let's do the AI first. We got this building here, which is 1 victory point. This one here is 4. So it only got 5 victory points. That's horrible. 5. And 22 is 27. It's up to 27 victory points. Us, on the other hand, we got 10, 12, 14, 24, 29. Oh, wait a minute. 10, 20. We got 20 right there. 34. We got 34 victory points. 34 and 11 is 45. So we're killing it. 45. The AI has 27. We have 45. It didn't get any of its buildings. It's really... Oh, wait. We forgot to count this for its link. So that's another 2 points. Another 2. So it's at 29. 29. We're at 45. Now, all level 1 buildings go away. That's this one. I'm assuming the ships go away. I think all level 1s, actually. So all that goes away. See this? Never flipped it. This, it never flipped it. This, it never flipped it. So that's 3 level 1 buildings that never got flipped. So those will never score for it, unfortunately. Now, it does have some level 2s. So you don't take those off even though it hasn't flipped. All right. Now, we take our extra card. We take our 19 cards that we just played. Plus this is 20. We take the 20 cards we didn't use. And we shuffle those all together. Whew. Good night, D. Scott Howard. Thanks for coming by, my friend. We are done with the Canal error. If you we do the same thing now, just with the next one. So we're gonna take 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. We take 20 cards. We put 20 cards out. We take 2 of these cards and we're going to put them underneath the dude. We put the other 18 and put them on top. We're going to actually draw 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. We are ready to go in the next error. And the AI, they get their cards with the little circles on them now. which I'm not sure if they goes underneath. Or I can't imagine. Maybe you shuffle it in. I don't know. Let's see. Prepare the Mautoma deck as indicated in section 5.2. If there are any industry tiles in the Mautoma player's board that can't be built, remove them. Shuffle all 40 game cards, deal 20 cards into your draw deck, and set the other 20 aside. 5.2. All right, well, all right, so what we're going to do for the AI, we'll follow the directions here. We're going to go A, B, and C. A, B, and C. A, B, and C. B, A, C, A, B, C, C, B, B, C. All right. I'm going to take 4 from group A. One, 2, 3, 4. We're going to take 3 from group B. 2, 3. And we're going to take 3 from group C. 1, 2, 3. All right. We're going to shuffle those all together. So 4 from A, 3 from B, and 3 from C. Shuffle to form a deck. And we're going to take 1 from A, 1 from B, 1 from C. We're going to shuffle those together. We're going to put those on top of the deck. And then we're going to take all the remaining cards, shuffle them all together. Oops. I have to do this S backwards. So you get that A, B, and C deck. Then you have the A, B, and C. Randomly shuffling those up. Then you're taking all the remainder. You're shuffling those up. Putting those on top. And then you flip everything over. And I think that's how you do it. All right. It is our turn, my friends. Let's get to it. What are we going to do? So the AI, you automatically remove anything that it cannot build. So those, and this goes away, and this goes away. If it can't, because it can't build it in the rail error, then it just removed off the AI. Just goes away, which is a nice little boost for it. Okay, here we go. Let's see what we have. We got a ship card right off the bat. We got Liverpool, a couple of those cards. We got a lot of purple. We have 4 purple cards. It's hard to tell, but the purple is kind of down here. You got Macclesfield, Stockport, Oldham. So all those. And then I have Liverpool. I could build a ship there. Oh no, I can't. So I can't build that. We don't automatically remove it. We have to actually do things to remove it. and getting us a nice bunch of coal. Wouldn't hurt, would it? Wouldn't hurt anything. Wouldn't hurt anything to get a nice little bit of coal. All right. We're going to spend our first card. And we're going to do a double build. Oh, we need the coal though, don't we? All right. Then you know what? We're going to build a coal mine first then in Oldham. Boom. It's going to cost us $7. 7 pounds. And we're going to get 3 on here. And 1's going to immediately go there. And then the next thing we're going to do is we are going to spend this. We're going to do a double networking action. We're going to build there. And it's going to cost us 2 coal to do that. Right there and right there. And that's the 2 coal that we're going to spend on it. That costs us 15, by the way, so we're going to spend our 15. But that is going to flip this out, and we're going to get 7. Let's see, what are we? We are, yes, we're at 28. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 more. We are up to 35 industry. Woo! Awesome. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Draw 2 cards. Be done with our turn. Let's see what the AI, what is it going to do? What is it want to do? Rochdale. Where are you, Rochdale? Right here is where you is. Nope. Or does not cost 2 or more. So it's going to ignore that. It's going to try and build in McLeansfield, which is here. And it's going to try and build this. But it's got to get that link first. So it is going to do that. So we can get the coal. Then it needs to build this from outside. So it's going to get the coal right there. So it can build this. And that's its 2 actions though. All right. Our turn. We need to turn these railroads around so they look right. Doo-dah, doo-dah. Doo-doo-doo-doo-doo. Do we have a... All right. Well, well, well. We are going to need first action. Nope, we need coal again. Good Lord. We need coal again. Nope, first thing then. First thing, yep, first thing. So many tough choices. Yep. All right. We're going to spend this, and we are going to develop. So we're going to get rid of this, and we're going to get rid of this. So get rid of this one and this one, which we can't build in this era anyways. It's going to cost us 2 ore. We can get rid of this ore from here, which is going to flip his thing. And then the second ore will come off of there. That's going to cost us $1. So that's what we're going to do. First action is develop. Second action, we are going to build right here. And it's going to cost us 14, 15 minus 1. And it's also going to cost us a coal, which we can get from the Midlands. And it's going to cost us 1 there. So that's going to cost us 1 for that coal to put that out there. That's our 2 actions. We are done. We'll draw 2 cards. What's the AI going to try to do on me? Rochdale. Where are you, Rochdale? Right here. Is, nope, iron still does not cost 2. It's going to try and build in McLeansfield. Nope, can't build there because that's filled up. So it is not going to do any of these actions. Will it try to... I guess it would try... Yes, it's going to try... It would try to link, and it looks like it's going to try a double... Is it going to double link? From McLeansfield. So it's going to go there and here. And then the next thing it's going to do is sell. Finally, it's going to sell. Holy schmolies. Can't sell this one because it can't reach out. But it can sell this one. Assuming, oh yes, we got to reset this. So we're now in the next error. We're in the next error. And we got to shuffle these all up. We're going to shuffle these all up. D. Scott Howard, E for Airman. Dwayne Martz, Miles, Robert Bryant. Thanks everyone for coming out. We do appreciate it. Hopefully you guys are enjoying a little bit of Brass Lancashire. Who would have thunk? All right, with the AI, let's see what the AI is going to get here. So it's going to sail to the distant market, which means you flip over one of these. Only goes down a notch. So then it's going to sail. And then we move this down 1 spot on the track. Maybe you guys can see it over here a little bit. So it starts here, boom, goes down only 1 spot because of the 1. So that was its 2 actions. It's done. Our turn. All right, our first action is going to be... bam, a coal mine. All about the coal mine. We are going to build it in Manchester. We would get 4 little coal on it. One of these coal, 2 of these coals. It's going to go back there. It's going to cost us 8 to build it, but we're going to get $2 back. So it's going to cost us $6. All right. And it costs us a doohickey. There's no iron out, so we're going to take the iron from here, which is going to cost us another 1. So that's our coal mine. It's coal mine. It's a coal mine. And then we're gonna, I think we're gonna build. We're gonna build in Stocksdale. We're gonna build a level 3 right there. Bam. And it's gonna cost us 16, 5, 10, 15, 16 bucks. Boom. It's also gonna cost us a coal, which we can get from right there. And it's gonna cost us an iron, which is going to cost us $2 more. Ooh, just barely made that. $2 more. But that is going to be huge now. We got 2 buildings ready to go. 2, 4, 6. Yep, draw 2 cards. 1, 2. Boom. We are done. Let's see what the AI is going to do to us now. Preston. Preston, where are you? Preston. And nope, we can ignore that. Iron doesn't cost 3 or more. So in Preston, it's going to build just flat out a level 3. Doesn't cost anything resource-wise. And then it's going to try and link from Preston to its existing network. So the question is, would it link to that or would it link to this? My thought would be it would link to this. Maybe it would build twice, actually. So maybe it'll build both of them. Sure. Let's do it like that. Why not? Let's give the AI every advantage it can possibly get, because right now we're kicking its ass. We're taking names. We're kicking its ass, taking names later. That's what we're doing. All right, here we go. Are you ready? We need to link these guys. We can link out here, but that's going to be a problem if we do too many. So we need to link over here to a port. We got a couple port cards. We just have to get the links to them now. We're going to play this card. And we're going to do a double link. Bloop. Which is going to cost us, nope, we can't do anything. We gotta get money. We're going to have to go back. 1, 2, 3. We're back in there. We're going to need 10, 20, 25, 30 bucks. We need our 30 bucks. We lost money again. Which card is it going to cost us? Yeah, we'll use that card. That's fine. Now... we're going to spend this card, and now we're going to do a double link for 15. And that is going to go there. There. And it's going to cost us 2 coal. We can use this coal right there, which flips this over, which gives us 6 back. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And we keep forgetting to get our money every turn too, which sucks. So that gives us 6 there. And then we have to spend 1 to get the second coal. Boom. From the market. Which we can do from out here. Loop. Okay. I think. So that's our first. Is that our first action? 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. No. That's 2 actions. Damn. They go by so damn fast. Get 2 more cards. See what the AI does. Oldham, right there. It wants to build. It wants to build. What does it want to build? It wants to build a cotton mill. All right. And does it need to build a link? No, we can go out that way. So we can get the coal, which, boom. And also the ore, which it's going to need. So that's its 2 actions to build cotton mill. Hopefully I'm getting that. That looks like a cotton mill to me. Does that not look like a cotton mill to you? When I was a little bitty baby, my mama used to rock me in the cradle. Oh yeah, rocking in the cradle. Oh, what's that song? I gotta remember it. It's driving me crazy now. When I was a little bitty baby, my mama used to rock me in the cradle. Oh, gosh. My turn. My turn. My turn. My turn. All right, no, before my turn, I'm actually going to get her money. 10, 12 bucks. We get 12 bucks every stinking turn. We probably wouldn't have had to take a loan if we would remember to get our money every time. Good Lord. We are killing it. And we're going to be killing it twice as bad because we're going to build. We're going to. Oh, yeah. Question is, how many victory points? That is worth. You know what? You know what? We're going to go ahead. Yeah, let's go ahead and build it. Why not? We're going to build it there. It's going to cost us 7. $7. There you go. Damn. How much is that going to cost us? Well, that's a lot. That's a lot. All right. We're going to build another one right here. Boom. It's going to cost us another 7. Because when we export these, we're going to try and export both of these out through here, one there, one there. We're going to flip both of these and both of these at the same time. It's going to be epic. It's going to be huge. And it's awesome. All right. That is our 2. Let's draw 2 cards. Uh-oh. So after this turn, next turn, because dude is up now, we can't take any loans for the rest of the game. So there's 2 more cards under there. So this would be the next. Our next turn will be the last turn we can take a loan. Let's see what it's gonna do. Liverpool. Uh-oh. Oh no! That's exactly what I was gonna do. Damn. He is gonna build a ship. Damn, that's exactly what I was doing. That's exactly what I was setting up. He's gonna build a ship in Liverpool. No. Can he do it is the question. Yeah, he could go through the network out to here. So it's going to cost a coal and an iron. And then he does not need, he can use my network here to here to here, and then his network out. So then he's going to try and go from Oldham and build. Nope, you can't build anything in Oldham. Liverpool. He's going to try and link out of Liverpool. Can he link out of Liverpool anywhere? Yes. You can link here. And then there. Oops. Maybe. I'm not sure if he would link. Yeah. Yep, I think that's what he would do. Sometimes the AI, yeah. Cotton Fields by CCR. Dwayne, that is correct, my friend. When I was a little bit of baby, my mama used to rock me in the cradle. Rock me in the cradle. And there's cotton fields back home. And there's cotton fields back home. Yes, yes, my friend, it's coming back to me now. When I was a little bit of baby, my mama used to rock me in the cradle. And those old cotton fields back home. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. All right, our turn. Yay, it's our turn. All right, well, we can't use this card at all. Let's build some iron. Wow. All right. You know what? Where's our dead cards? This one's a dead card. Warren, there's already everything built there, so I can't do anything with this card, so we might as well use it. We're going to use this. Oh, wait. Before our turn, we get 12 bucks. That's why we're doing all this, is so we can get lots of money. All right, we're going to spend 15. 5, 10, 15. Ooh, are we going to spend 15? That's going to be a good question, because if we spend 15, we won't have enough money to build. Down in Louisiana, just about a mile from Texarkana. Oh yeah, baby. Here we go. There we go. Down in Louisiana, just about a mile from Texarkana. And this old cotton fields back home. Yeah, sing it, baby. Come on now. How are we going to spend 15 bucks on our... We are still thinking about it. Oh, I know. We were going to try and build our ship. That's what we were going to try to do. All right, we're gonna double whammy. We're gonna double whammy. We're gonna double build, which is gonna cost us 2 iron. We're gonna build there. We're gonna build there. Good Lord, that's worth 4 victory points. It's got a double build here and a double build there. It's worth 4 victory points. Might as well. All right, it's going to cost us 2 iron, which we don't have any iron, so we're going to have to get it from the outside world. It's going to cost us $5. That's a double build. And then, that's right, for the next time, we're going to go back down. Boom. And we're going to get 10, 20, 30, because remember, this is the last time we can take a loan for the rest of the game. 2, and what card are we going to use for that? We're going to use this card right there. So these are our 2 cards. We did a double link, and then we did a loan action. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We can move this guy out of the way. We take the last 2 cards, and this is it. That's all we have left to play. 1, 2, 3, 4 more turns, and this game is over. Hopefully we have enough money. Let's see what the AI is going to do to us. Manchester is going to build another one of these. Wow. And does it need to link? It does not, because it can get out to get the coal. It's going to need a coal and an iron. Good Lord. Oh boy, look at that. Coal and iron are getting very scarce up there. Then it's going to try and link out a double-decker bus from Manchester. And I think what it's going to do, it wants to come out of Manchester, and it's going to try and link up his network together. I believe that's what it would do. All right, good for it, bad for us. We have got to get some coal and some ore. Look at that, it is worth a lot of money. Down in Louisiana, just about a mile from Texarkana. There's old cotton fields back home. Yeah, baby. Now, we got a ship. We need the money. Oh, wait. Before we do anything, we get $9. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. We need to sell. That's what we need to do, because we're going to get a lot of money. All right, here we go. We are going to sell. Here we go. We're going to spend this card. You can spell any card to sell. The only time the cards matter was when you're buying to place something. That's when the cards matter. So you might as well use your dead cards, like Stockdale. Can't build anything there because it's already maxed. So I'm selling. I'm going to sell this building right here. It's going to go through here, into there, into here, and over to this. And I'm going to sell it to the port. So this flips over. That's worth 4. This flips over. That's worth 3. That's going to give us 7 money. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. We're up to 35. But we're not done. No way. We're going to go Stockport to Manchester to Warrington to Liverpool. And we're going to sell to this port as well. That's 3. This is 3. That's another 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We're up to 14 industry now. Just from that one action. Plus all the victory points at the end of the game. We're killing the AI. The AI just, it's got to get its buildings. It's got buildings. It needs to frickin'. Oh, it should have flipped this automatically over. That's right. All right, so that's my first action. Is to do that. Second action We have got to get. We have got to get. We have got to get some ore or something. We're gonna build an ore, that's for sure. We're gonna build it. Right? So where are we gonna build it? Right here. We put 4 ore on there, but the 4 ore is gonna go immediately on here. But before we do that, it's gonna cost us 8. 5, 6, 7, 8. And then our 4 ore are going to go right on there. And I'm going to get 3, 6, 7, 8. I'm going to get 10 money back. So it's actually made us $2. Plus, we flip this over because it's immediately used up all the ore, which means we're going to go up 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, up to 47 industry. Not bad. That was our 2 actions. And that is it. We only have 3 more turns left. Let's see what the AI does. Borrow. Where's Borrow? Borrow, where are you? I don't know where that one is. Oh, way up here. Borrow is... Yes, actually, he is going to build. Yes, he is definitely going to. And he's going to have to build a link. Boom, there. And then he's going to build this thing because it does cost 3 or more. And he would put 5 on here. But those are going to immediately go over there. And it's going to flip up for him. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. But that's his 2 actions. Building the link and then building the building. But it flips up for him. He needs to build. He's got buildings. He's got ports. He needs to get the damn... He's got 1, 2, 3 buildings. He's got 2 ports. Plus he can still get out here. And we've got some extra area over there. He's got to do it in the next 3 turns or he is screwed. He is screwed! Alright, our turn. Right, I was doing this for a reason. Now I don't remember what I was going to do. I was going to try and build. Right, don't forget my money. Thank you. $16. 10, 15, $16. The greens are 10, by the way. Thank you. Yes, it helps a lot. Thank you. Now, I would like to get this ship out. It's going to cost us 25, which is fine. We got plenty. But it's going to cost us an ore and a coal. That's fine. I don't care. Let's just build the ship. Boom. 25, baby. 25. 10, 25. Yeah, I got it. And it's going to cost us an ore and a coal. Ore we can't get anywhere but here. So that's 1. It's going to cost us 1. Coal is going to cost us 2. 2 for the coal. And then we can flip this over. We only get 1. They're up to 48. But this is worth 18 victory points at the end of the game. But the AI actually built one too. So kind of even Steven. They're not going to gain any points on us. So that was our first action. Second action. Getting some ore, some coal would be nice. Would be nice. Would be nice. Jeez. We're gonna spend 15 and we're gonna link again. It's gonna cost us 2 coal, which is 2 plus 3. It's gonna cost us 5 more bucks. But it's gonna be worth it, I think. We would like to link where we can then build some coal. We can do Liverpool, but Liverpool isn't good. Rochdale. Where's Rochdale? Which is over here. We can build coal there. We can build, yes, that's good. Let's build over that way. Right. We can build like there. And then we can build right there. Beautiful. All right, so is that our 2 actions? Damn, that was 2 quick actions. Holy crap. 4 cards. Let's see what the AI is going to do. Birkenhead. No, I built there already. Get out of here, jerk. Lancaster. Lancaster. Where are you, Lancaster? Up here. It can build a port there, actually. Why would it want to? But that's what the AI wants to do. That's what it's going to do. And that actually... Wow. It can't do this because it's got nowhere to link out of there. So I think what it would do is Farnley sell. And this is going to be huge. Farnley for the AI. Because it's going to go from here. And it's going to sail through this one. It's going to sail from here into this one. And then it's going to sail from this one into this one. So it flipped 6 of its buildings. That's a lot of victory points. It needed to do that. It needed a sail. I don't think it would... There's nowhere technically for it to go out of there because it's already got links out of there. So I don't think it would do this action, which means I think it would go and do its sail action. Again, I'm not an expert on this AI. Let me know what you guys think, if I'm doing that right or wrong or whatever. If I was the AI, that's what I would do, because you're flipping 6 buildings. So now it's my turn. My turn. My turn. We are going to build. Get my money. Thank you. 15, 16 bucks, please. Thank you. We're going to go right to Rochdale. We're going coal, and we're going to put it out right away. And the 5 would go right there. So it's going to cost us 10. It's going to cost us 10 to build it. And an extra 2 for the ore. And once we build it, then we would get the reward of 5 ore on here. All 5 of these are going to go over here, and it's going to be 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. We're going to get 9 bucks back. And this is going to immediately flip over because we completed it. And we're going to go 5. 48, 49, 50, 51, 52. How many? 5. 48. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We're at 53. 53. We have one more action. Yucks. Yucks. I got 3 dead cards in my hand. I got a port and two for Liverpool, which means we could build a lot of things in there. We just can't do anything with them. Which means we could just build links instead, I guess. We'll spend a thing. We'll spend our 15 plus an extra 2 for the 2 ore. And we'll put out 2 more links. Might as well, since they're worth points. Put one there. And we'll put one there. Okay, done. See what the AI does. Rochdale. Here. Is or costs 2 or higher? It does cost 2 or higher. So it's going to try and put another or thing out, which is... Oh, he does have one left. And that's 6. 3 of them are going to go over there. And 3 are going to go... Oh, I don't know if it's going to have it. I don't know if it's going to have enough turns to get that to flip. He's going to need 3 more ore to spend. It's only going to have 1 more turn after this. Yeah, because on our last turn, I don't know. That might have been a dumb move. Does it need to build a link? It does not need to build a link. So then it'll go to Oldham. Can't build anything there. So then it's going to try to sell, which it doesn't have anything to sell anymore. Then he would try to develop, but he can't develop because... Yes. Does it cost 1 or less? He does. He's going to develop twice. And he gets 3 victory points. He's up to 13. Oh, wait. No, he's not. He's up to 32. Sorry. All right. Our last 2 actions. We get our money. Get our money. Get our money first. We're at 18. Got our money. We got our money. Now we're going to spend 15, 16, 17, 18, 19. Because we're going to spend 2 more ore. We're just going to put out 2 more links. Might as well. Gonna put 1 there. Let's see. Is there anywhere I'm missing that's worth a lot of victory points? This is worth 2 victory points. That's worth 2 victory points. This is only worth 1 victory point. That's only worth 1. That's actually worth 4 victory points up there. I will go there. Oops. I will go there. So it's going to cost us, yeah, all that. And then the last thing we're going to do is we're going to buy 1 more link. And it's going to cost us $3 for the ore. We're only buying a single, though, so it's only going to cost us $8. We'll buy 1 more. And that is going to go right there. We'll be done. Let's see what the AI does for its last turn. Stockport. Nothing. Can't go there. Can't go there. Can it sell? that doesn't have anything to sell. It won't develop. Can it network in the Midlands? Where's Midlands? Where's Midlands? I don't know. Network Midlands. Midlands? Where the hell is the Midlands? Northwich. Northwich. Oh, there's the Midlands. It can't network down there because those links are both used up. So I think both of this card's dead. So he's just gonna pass and get 5 victory points. He can't go to Stockport. He can't go to Ellesmere Port. He can't go anywhere from Ellesmere or Stockport. Both of those links and all those links are used. He can't sell because he got nothing to sell. Iron costs 2, so he wouldn't develop. And he can't network from the Midlands or Northwich, which are these 2 locations, because they're both, all those locations are used. So he's just going to pass and get 5 victory points. So he's up to 37. That's it. Game is over. Let's count up victory points. Let's see what we got. All right, we'll do the AI first. So it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 14, 19, 23, 27, 30, 33. 33. Am I missing any? I think I got them all. 33. That's pretty reasonable, actually. 33 and 37. 33 and 37 is 70. 33 and 37 is 70. Yep. So 70 points. We're only at 45 now. Let's count ours. So we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 13, 15, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36, 37, 38, 39, 40, 41, 42, 43, 44, 45, 46, 46, 46, 46, and 45 is 91. 91, I'm still killing him. He's got 70, I've got 91. Now let's talk about buildings. So he's got 18. This building doesn't count, so we can just get rid of that one. He's got 18, 28, 38, 38, 49, 58, 67, 67, 68, 69, 71, 72, 73. 73. Wow. That's pretty good. 73. Oh, he's got another one. 78. He's got 78. What has he got here? 78 and 70 is 148. Right? 70 and 78 is 148. Oof. We have 91. Let's calculate how many we get. All right. 18. Here's 20. All right. There's 20. There's 30. There's 41. There's 51. 56. 59. 62. And 8. 62 and 8 is 70. 70 and 91 is 161. So we won 161 to 148. It was pretty close. It was pretty close. I thought I was killing him, but he got a lot of points in buildings. He got a lot of points in buildings. But of course, we are on easy too. So when you make it more difficult, he gets rid of some of those crappy buildings in the beginning. So when he puts buildings out, he puts the better ones, the more valuable ones out. Plus, he screwed himself in the first turn by not selling and losing all those victory points from those buildings. So it would have been a lot closer if he would have done that. But 171 versus 148, 148 I think it was, 148 to 191. I like the solo. I like interactive solos. I like, yes, it's harder to manage, right? Because you got to try to figure out what is it trying to do, how is it doing it. I like that a lot more than just, oh, AI is, just a number, right? I don't like AIs that are just a number. Yes, I did give up a lot of money. I did miss out on some money. So that would have made things a little easier. I think the AI is pretty good. I really do. I think it's pretty good. I think it's very nice. Like I said, it's a little bit of work, right? So let me show you this, guys, right? So I showed you this. Let me help you guys, right? So I talked about this in the beginning, but I know a lot of you guys weren't here in the beginning. I did like a little intro. You might want to go back and watch the first 20 minutes of this because I kind of talked about this, but I'll talk about it again real quick. This is brass Lancashire. There's also brass Birmingham. There isn't an online brass Lancashire mode. There is the Mautoma, which I showed you guys here, where you can download, print out the cards and the directions, and you have everything. But keep in mind, there is an online Mautoma for brass Birmingham, where you can actually just run it from your computer, which I'll show you guys all this here real quick. So if you're looking for Mautoma for Lancashire, again, this is going to be where you got to print out the rule book and print out the cards and build it yourself. And it's going to take you a couple hours cutting out the cards and, putting them in the sleeves and everything. It's going to take you a little bit of time to do that. And like I said, you can print them out whatever, but I print them out on nice thick cardstock paper. And then, and they look really nice, as you guys have seen. I mean, they look like professional cards, but I mean, I take my time. But anyways, it's a lot of work to do that. If you got Brass Birmingham and you enjoy Brass Birmingham, there's actually a free mode for it if you go to fullstockcardboard.com, fullstockcardboard.com, and you can see that it actually has the Brass Birmingham in there. And this, my friends, is we're just going to go ahead and pick it up from where I left off. This is basically just a program that runs the AI for you. It draws the card and all that. So you don't need to print it all out. You don't need to sleeve it. You can, as long as you're playing on your computer or you got your phone or whatever, then you can just run the AI without having to do all this extra work that I did for the Brass Lancashire and making the cards and printing out the directions and everything like that. This mode is just basically, and it's, as you can see, it's the same icons, the same iconography. So I don't even know if it's the same, made by the same people or not. But you can see that you can actually just, draw a card, and it'll draw a card for you. Draw another card. And then when you go to the rail error, you just click on rail error and then draw. And then you're doing the rail error cards. So this is all automated for you. Again, you can do this on your phone, or you can do it on your computer. If you're playing at home on your computer, you can actually run the Brass Birmingham AI from your computer or from your phone or whatever, and you won't need to print out the cards. Like I said, there's a big difference between the two games, but the AI basically runs, it's the same, basically the same deck, basically the same options. There is probably 3 or 4 different videos that I saw on YouTube with people playing Brass Birmingham AI, but I didn't see anyone, I haven't seen anyone play the Brass Lancashire deck. So that's why I wanted to do that one, because first of all, I think Brass Lancashire is a better game, my opinion, again. I know I'm the oddball because, as I mentioned, Brass Birmingham is the second-ranked board game of all time. The second-ranked board game right behind Gloomhaven. So I'm the oddball. Most people think Brass Birmingham is better. So if you don't own either one and you're thinking to yourself, I'm going to get Brass Birmingham or I'm going to get Brass Lancashire, and you're just playing it for solo, the thing you should think about is, are you going to take the time to run the AI deck yourself? Or would you rather just play on your phone, have your phone there, have the website where you can actually just manually click the button and have it draw a card for you? Anytime you need a card, you just click the button, which is super great. So just keep that in mind. If you own both games, like I own both games, I mean, I like both of them. They're both really, really good. I would recommend you get both of them. But if you're only going to get one of them and you're only going to get it for solo, then you got to think to yourself, if I get Lancashire, then I'm going to have to build my deck and I'm going to have to run it myself and everything. If I get Birmingham, then I can do it online and I can do it on my phone. But with the app, you still need the printout to know what to do. It just saves you from having to make the cards. Correct, but I mean, the directions and the instructions are online too. So, I mean, you could just print those out. They're only a couple pages. These aren't like super complex AIs. I mean, it is a pretty good, decent AI. So there is some figuring out, and there's some hierarchy in what choices they'll make, and there are some directions on, like tiebreakers. When it has multiple choices, what's it going to do? So Yeah, I mean, I would do both. If I'm gonna play Brass Birmingham, I'm just gonna, and yes, you can even, if we go back to the other site, right? Um, and we go and we look at the Mautoma, right? You can do the same thing with the Brass Birmingham. You can go to the Brass Birmingham and you can print it all out and you can have the cards printed out. And you can do the same thing with Brass Birmingham. You don't have to run it on your computer. You can just print it out and set it up so you have the deck, you have it all printed out for Brass Birmingham, just like Brass Lancashire. And you can have two decks. And you just keep, both the decks handy, and then, you have them ready to go anytime you want to play them. So you can do that from the Mautoma site. It has both Brass Birmingham and Brass Lancashire. You can get them both and print them all out and print all the directions and print everything out to your heart, and you're ready to go with both of those. And it'll take you a little while, but once you get them set up, downloaded, printed out, cut, you have them for the rest of your life. You have them. You're gonna have them in your card sleeves. You'll be ready to go. So you have both of them that way. So, but I'm just saying, if you are question, if allowed, yeah, sure. I was just gonna ask, but I just got Block by Block from AK Press for $45 delivered. One guy on BGG had been soloing the new Uprising version and likes it solo. Interested? I am not interested. No, I'm not interested in Block by Block. I'm not interested in that game. I've seen some people play it. I'm not interested in it. Sorry. I just haven't followed it. I've got too many other things, to be honest. I don't have time to mess with games that I don't like. I don't have time. As you saw with my big stack of Vital Lacerda games, of the 5 that I own, 3 of them are still in shrink wrap because I don't have time to even get them out of the shrink wrap and actually get them on the table. So I'm not going to mess with the game I'm not interested in, because I've got a bunch of games that are doing nothing but waiting on my shelf because I don't have time to play them. So it comes down to how much time do you have and what you're interested in doing. Unfortunately, or fortunately, depending on when you get to the point where you got more games than you have time, then your games suffer. If you got more time than you have games, then you get better choices. You got more time for each of your different games. Unfortunately, I got too many games and not enough time. So I wasn't even going to do this tonight, but I'm like, I wanted to play this again with the Mautoma and see what it was like, and get it printed out so that way I have it and I can play it anytime now, which is awesome, And yeah, I like the AI. I really do. I think it's really good. And like I said, I mean, I thought I was killing it, right? I thought I was murdering it, and I probably won by a little bit bigger margin than I thought. Because I missed out on getting some money, which cost me some actions to do things like get more money. Instead of building things, I had to take a loan because I didn't have any money, and that's because I kept forgetting to get money every turn. So I kind of cost myself some action. So I might have been able to build some more stuff, which would have given me some more points. I mean, we won by only 20, 25 points, but when you're talking 190, let's see, no, wait, it was 140 and we got 160. It was 148, we were 161 or something. So it was about 15 to 20 points. So I think it did Lancashire or Birmingham. Which one do I prefer? I prefer Lancashire. I think it's a better game. But again, Brass Birmingham is the second highest rated board game of all time. Second rated board game of all time. Most people think Birmingham is a much, much better game. So don't take my word for it. Go ask other people. Go do your research and find out for yourself. I like Lancashire probably because I always like the underdog, right? So like I always rooting for the underdog. I always like the runts of the litter, right? And I always feel like, you got to root for the little guys. I always look for the little guys. So that's probably why I like Lancashire better. They're very similar. The one thing I can say is Brass Birmingham does have random setups, which you don't get with Lancashire. So Birmingham gives you a much better replay ability because everything's random. Not everything, but there are some random setup things. You get tokens in different locations, and sometimes they'll be blank, and sometimes they won't be blank. And so sometimes certain cities will want things, and sometimes they won't. So there is that part of it. Birmingham does have that. But Birmingham also has beer, which is another resource. And it's got pottery. This game here only has cotton. You sell cotton, and that's all you sell. Cotton, and that's all you sell is cotton. Birmingham has like 5 or 6 resources, so you have different avenues. You can go into pottery. You can go into cotton. You can go into a couple other resources they have in that. They also have a wild card. So if you get your hand of cards and you end up getting like the cards that I had at the end of the game, you can turn in 2 of your cards and get a wild card. And the wild card you can then use as any location on the map or any of the resources. So this game doesn't have that. Let's see, what are the other differences in... there is no outside. In this game, you can either sell to a port or you can sell to the outside market, which has this funky little, every time you sell to the outside market goes down and down and down until the outside market dries up and you can't sell anything to the outside market. Is this a train game? This is not a train game at all. This is all right. It is kind of a train game, but it's not like a normal train game. It's not really. It is. It's a economic management. It is, like I said, it is ranked number 2 best board game of all time. You're not going to go wrong if you buy Brass Lancashire or Brass Birmingham. You're not going to go wrong with either one of these. If you can find one on sale and one's $20 cheaper than the other, then get the cheaper one because they're, in essence, basically the same game. There are some differences. I like Brass Birmingham better because I like Brass Lancashire better because in Brass Birmingham, you have a resource which is beer. And anytime you sell something, you need to be able to supply your people with beer so that they will carry your resources around and sell them. So you're bribing people with beer. You have to have beer. There's locations on the map on the outside edge that will have beer, and then you can also build beer. So you're building beer just like you're building ore and coal as a resource. Beer is also a resource. So it's kind of it adds another resource, which brings a whole new strategy to the game because now instead of just ore and coal, You now have ore and coal and beer, and there are three resources that you need to get on. And so it gives you more options of things to buy. That gives you a chance. What is going on? How you doing, David? Good to see you. This game looked very interesting. You should get this game. If you don't own Brass Birmingham or Brass Lancashire, like I was saying, the number 2 board game of all time, according to Board Game Geek, not according to me, but according to Board Game Geek, Brass Birmingham. If you can track down a copy, you owe it to yourself to get it. It's the production quality in these new versions are awesome. Just like Lock and Load quality. Yes, Brass Birmingham and Brass Lancashire. Lancashire is the harder one to get. Lancashire, it seems to me, is it's a harder one to get because I don't know if they didn't make as many. I don't think they made as many when they reprinted Lancashire and then they reprinted Brass Birmingham. I think they printed a lot more of the Brass Birmingham. But anyways, that is how you do it with the AI. This is where you can get the AI from. Online, Mautoma. It has both the Birmingham and the Lancashire, plus a bunch of other ones. We're actually going to be playing Grand Austria Hotel. You see the Grand Austria Hotel one? You see that? They got the Grand Austria Hotel one. That's what I got. The Grand Austria Hotel files. And you can see I haven't even cut these out yet. But here are all of their Mautoma for that game as well. We're going to be bringing that to you guys as well. If you haven't played Grand Austria Hotel, you might have to check that game out as well. Is this better for Grand Austria? I wanted Let's Waltz and Waiting, but this is better. I think it's better. Personal preference, though. I think it's better. I mean, if I'm going to just compare the two, and I'm doing a comparison between Brass Lancashire or Brass Birmingham versus Grand Austria Hotel, there's nothing against Grand Austria Hotel. Again, Grand Austria Hotel is probably in the top 30 games of all time. Let's go see. Let's go see from Board Game Geek what its rank is. Oh, actually, I'm a little bit surprised. Is of 75th best game of all time. 75th best game. I'm a little bit higher than I would have guessed in the top 50 of all time, but I was pretty close. 75. You can't get Let's Waltz. You can't even get Grand Austria Hotel anymore. I found one copy that I ordered, and it's still coming to me slowly but surely. So it might be here in another week or two. I don't know. Hey Daniel, thanks, buddy. Good to have you come by. Have a good night. Yeah, I hope the information that I'm sharing with you was helpful in if you're going to purchase and you're going to make a decision on what you want to do. Hopefully, my advice is helpful. I think both of them are great games. You can get both of them. You can download the Automas. You can play them solo. If you've got someone to play them with. It's $100 for both, a good price. Just slightly a good price. They normally cost around $55 each. I think I've ordered both of mine and they were $55 each. So I got both of mine for $110. So if you can get them for 100, then that's not bad. I mean, you're saving 10%. I think both of mine. I think I bought both of mine at $55 a piece. So if you can find them cheaper than 55, then you're saving yourself a little bit of cash. You're saving yourself a little bit of cash. Yeah. And we ended up playing. A buddy of mine bought Brass Birmingham, and we did a remote session where he had his game set up on his side, and I had my game set up on my side, and then we just drew our own cards, and then when he did something, I would alter my board, and he would alter his board, and so we were kind of remote playing two-handedly against one another. It was a great time. It was a good time. So you could check that out. It was maybe a month or so ago. Right here on the channel, we did that. And it was pretty cool. It was pretty good. It was pretty good. Obviously, if you can find people to play with, it's awesome. And it's everyone complains because it's so complex, and it's not. It's really not. That's the reason it took me so long to get this game, because I heard how difficult it was and how complex it was. It's not at all. It is very strategically complex in trying to figure out, because you only have 26 actions or 30 actions. I forget. No, you get 20 because there's 40 cards in a deck and there's 2 players. You only get 20 actions. So you're only getting 20 actions twice. So you're playing 40 actions during the whole game. So every action you make has to be min-max to the best of your abilities. Right? So getting the most resources you can, getting the most victory points you can, getting the best buildings you can while getting money. And so that's where the deep strategy comes in, is trying to figure out how to min-max all your actions. Because you're only getting 20 actions, then you're switching. The board is resetting, and you're switching from rail or from canal to rail. And then everything, you go again. And then before you know it, your actions are done and you're done. And then you add up victory points. And so trying to figure out with your cards in your hand what actions you can take that is going to min-max your score the best is kind of the deep strategy. The game is not very complex. It's really only like, the rules are only like, what, 6, 8, 10 pages? What is this? 12 pages. The rules are only 12 pages. It's not like a super deep, complex game. You can see the rules. I mean, like this whole page of rules are only like a couple columns, and then it's got a big example over here. It's not even, I mean, literally 20 minutes. You can read this whole rule book in like 20 minutes. You should have a great idea about how to set it up in 20 minutes of playing. Now it's going to take you probably 4 or 5 games where all of a sudden it's going to click and you're going to be like, oh, I get it. Right. I understand what I'm supposed to do now. And, it's going to take you a little while to figure out the strategies. Like, oh, obviously this map, right? If we look at the map, oops, let me move this stuff out of the way. So all you're doing is you're building links. Get this out of the way. All you're doing is basically you're building links between the 2 locations, and then you're building your different buildings, and you're trying to get your buildings to flip over, right? You're trying to get your buildings to flip over, because once they flip over, then they're worth victory points. So they'll score you victory points at the end of the game. So your cotton mills, right? You're going to try to sell your cotton. You're going to try and sell your cotton, which means you need to connect your cotton out to the outside world. And there's different locations all over the map where you can, so you can, link this one like over here, and then you can go out this way, or you might be able to link your down this way. And so now I've got a link from here through there and out. So you're building your different buildings, right? But then some of the buildings require ore, some of them require coal. So then you're going to need coal and you're going to need ore. Well, if I can build an ore and I can put 4 ore on top of this, then anytime somebody needs ore, they're going to take it from me first. And eventually, this building's going to flip up and it's going to earn me victory points. So if I build ore before you build ore, then you're probably going to use my ore. Well, then if I'm building ore, then maybe you're going to build coal. So, you're building your little coal building. And so now whenever we need coal, we're going to take the coal off of your guy. And you're hoping that we use the resources so that you can flip it over. And again, it's worth a lot of victory points for you at the end of the game. So that's all you're doing, is building your stuff in the different locations that your cards match up to. So if I wanted to build in this location, then I've got to use the card that matches that location. So on your turn, you're only going to have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. You're going to have 8 cards. So you only have choices on these locations to build. Now sometimes you don't need, it doesn't matter what the card is, because you can just, the only time the cards matter is when you're doing a build action, when you're taking something and building it. So the only time that matters is when you're building something. So if I wanted to just get money from the bank, right, I can use any card to get money. Or sometimes you want to take, here's your buildings. You get level 1, level 2, level 3, level 4. Well, your level 1 buildings are really crappy. And your building 2s are a little bit better, but they're still crappy. And your level 3s are a little bit better, right? So you can spend actions to get rid of your crappy buildings. But if you're spending actions to get rid of your crappy buildings so you can build your better buildings, then you're not getting your buildings on the board because you're spending actions to get rid of your bad things. So you can see here, I got 2 level 1 buildings. Where are my other buildings? Where are they? Oh, they're in here, I bet. That makes sense. I built them. I got level 1 buildings, I got level 2 buildings. So I can build my level 1 building, but it's not going to earn me as many victory points. And then all your level 1 buildings, they go away at the end of the canal era. So the first part of the game is only on the canal era, and the second part of the game is only on the rails. So you have to take into consideration, if I build a level 1 building, it's going to give you a bonus in the beginning, but then it's going to go away. So there's a lot of strategy in what you do and how you do it, because again, I've only got a few precious actions. So if I'm spending actions to get rid of buildings so that I can build my better buildings, well then I've got less actions. One player might be building lots of level 1 buildings, and they got a lot of buildings on the board. But then you have to sell the buildings. And then you have to be able to have the resources to be able to build the better buildings. So if you get rid of all your level 1 buildings and you don't have any coal and you don't have access to any coal, then you can't build your level 2 buildings. So you get rid of your level 1 buildings, and now you need to build a coal mine before you can build this. So now you're, again, kind of in a, this is where I guess the deep strategy comes from. And people go, oh, it's really a complex game. It's not a complex game. It's a strategic thinking complex game. What do I do with my precious actions? I need money, but I need ore. Can I get to ore? No, I can't get to ore, but maybe somebody else will build the ore, and then I don't need to build the ore. But if nobody else builds the ore, then you're going to have to build the ore. But if you build the ore, if you wait till the right time, the cost of ore might be really good. And it might be a free building. Because you can, give all the ore to the market and fill up the market, so then your building automatically flips. So there's a lot of deep strategy involved, especially when there's several people trying to do the same thing, because there's only, it's kind of like Ticket to Ride if you ever played Ticket to Ride, right? If you've ever played Ticket to Ride, you got different locations and different paths. And once somebody builds on that path, you're screwed because you can't build on that path. Well, it's kind of the same thing here, right? It's kind of the same thing. It's like, I really need a link to go from here to here. And there's only one, right? So if someone builds there, nobody else can build there. Now, fortunately, in this game, unlike Ticket to Ride, you can use your opponent's rail lines, and you can use their paths. And in fact, you want people to use your stuff. If I build ore, I want everyone to build things that cost ore, because they have to take it from me first. Because if there's any ore or any coal on the map, you have to take it from those places first. So if I've got ore on the map, then I want people to be able to use it. And so you can use each other's areas and you can use each other's equipment. In fact, you want people to, because that's how you win, is you get all your buildings to flip over, and then they're worth victory points. And the only way to get your ore and your coal is to get all the little pieces, all the little tokens off of them. And that's by having people use them up. Or yourself. If I build lots of buildings that cost ore, and I've got build an ore, then I've got all the ore that I need. So there's a lot of strategy involved, is what I'm saying. There's a lot of thinking about, okay, well, the simplest things like putting a path down, right? So I can put a path down between two locations. If I can do that before you, right? And this is important because the way you score victory points is at the end of the game, right? Every time at the end, you're going to look at all your links and where they're connected to. And each time you see this little icon, that's worth a victory point. So me building a link between Manchester and Bolton, because all these buildings have been built, is worth 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 victory points. So just by building this link is worth 6 victory points, which is huge. So if I can build this link before you, right? If you would have built this link before me, then you're going to get the 6 victory points versus me. So again, trying to figure out what's going to be the most valuable, right? If I put something here, because I know people are going to build up in this area over here, and then people build in this location. Now this is worth more because people build in this location. So now, without that, this is only worth 3 victory points. But if people build here, now it's worth 5 victory points. So trying to figure out where people are going to go, where you're going to go, right? Where are you going to go? Where are you going to build? And can you get there before your opponent does? That's where the deep strategy is in the game. It's trying to figure out, I could build a thing and I could put one here. Is that going to be worth more victory points at the end of the game than if I put that over here? Or maybe I put it over here. Where is it going to be worth the most victory points? And that's where the deep the deep strategies in the game. It's trying to figure out where people are going to go and what's it going to be worth now and what's it going to be worth at the end of the game. It might not be worth nothing now, but is it going to be, we all have those roads, right? Like when I moved down here to Florida, there was a road just up the street here that was like a 2-lane dirt road when we first moved here 8 years ago, right? And we looked at houses on there. And my wife's like, I am not living out in the boonies. Hell no, right? Now it's a 4-lane road both ways, right? With a median in between them because the area just grew up and there's shopping and there's it's like the up and coming area and there's lots of houses and subdivisions, and movie theaters and grocery stores and everything. It's all grown up now. 8 years ago, it wasn't like that. So no, if we would have known that, right, we could have taken our money and we could have said, let's buy a bunch of land here because this area is going to be worth a shit ton of money in 8 years from now. That's basically what you're doing in this game, is you're trying to figure out in 8 years from now, what's going to be worth the most money to me? Is it worth putting my money into ships or into cotton mills or into ore or into coal, or what kind of investment do I want to do and where do I want to invest? And that's basically what brass is all about. And that's my story, and I'm sticking to it, my friends. Thank you all for joining me. Hope you all have a good night. It's midnight. We've got to go. Everyone have a good evening. We'll see you all next time. Thanks for watching.